We are live with our BalletX lunch break here with you and share stuff about our dancers. Today, we are going to welcome the amazing Richard Villaverde. He is going to sign on in. And let's welcome Richard. Come. Yay! Thanks for everyone tuning in. Can't wait. Here we are connected. You are handsome.
Hey,
How are
what's
you?
up? I'm good. It's a
Yeah?
nice day out today. Some sun. It's going good. We just finished class and our workout with
Awesome.
James. Feeling
How was
good.
the workout?
It was good. It was kind of really hard.
It is hard, right?
Yeah, James kind of kicked our butt. It was good.
So tell everybody what you're doing right now.
I'm quarantined in Philly,
Yeah.
at my place in Philly, with my roommate Casey and our four cats, or her four cats. Um, But yeah, just taking it day by day and trying to stay aware and active and active on social media and like keeping in charge, like keeping track of my family and stuff, and just kind of keeping every day a little bit fresh.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, and now BalletX is back. We're in our full swing of things in this new normal
Yeah.
and, creating work at home. How was class today? And then we also have one of our members, James Ide, who actually is on staff, working you guys out because I just want to keep you fit and strong. How was that class with Tara
Um,
King and stuff?
Class is great. Getting back into the swing of things is always like a little difficult just because you want to be like, I wish we were in the studio sometimes because you want to feel like the bar, or you want to just like feel the floor, but just taking it easy and understanding that like every day is a little bit different and like it's not going to be exactly what you expect it to be. So you just so I'm just taking it day by day, trying to figure out my body again, and work through. I had like some injuries like with my my hamstring, so it's kind of feels better. I still feel a little bit like maybe I think it's just weak. I just need to like start strengthening again. Some
Sure.
things that James did with us kind of like helped out my inner thighs, so hopefully I can
Right.
keep doing that.
Um, so tell us, when did you start dancing, Richard, and why did you, fall in love with this art form? What is it that drives you?
I think passion is what drives me, and I love being on stage. That's my favorite part. I just love performing, and I feel like it's a euphoria. It's a feeling that like I've never felt before. So I remember when I was younger, that's like the biggest reason why I was like, okay, I like need to do this. Like I just felt like a different person on stage, and
Mm.
that person is like who I fall in love with. Like, and I get to know that person more, and then I'm like, I find who I am through that person that is on stage. But my brother actually, you met my brother. He, yeah, he he got me into dancing because he just always wanted to do it, and I always kind of just followed him and did whatever he did. So he signed us up for classes without even telling me. He was just like, "We're starting," and I was like, "Okay, sure." And then we started taking like hip hop classes and like flamenco classes, and then out of nowhere, he was like, "You should try ballet," and I tried it. And I like people always told me that I walked like a duck. I had good turnout. So when I got in class, my teacher was like, "Oh my God, wow, look at this boy. Like he has turnout, blah, blah, blah." And then I just like immediately was like, "Oh my God, attention. I'll take this."
No.
Yeah. And then I auditioned for my performing arts high school, maybe like 6 months after that. And I got in. And then
Oh,
from
wow.
there, I just kind of like, they kind of started my track into like professional dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it that, coming back, day in and day out? What is it, that drives, it takes such a resilient person, right?
Yeah.
Feel like you're knocked down. Other days, what drives you?
I've always liked discipline and structure. So I
Mm-hmm.
think like just knowing that I have like something that provides a structure for me, um, is really loving and nice. And honestly, the environment that I think you've created for us has like really helped me blossom into like who I am.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and also I think the love that we have for each other always easily drives me back into the studio. Like sometimes it's not even about dance, it's just about the people that I dance with, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to see everybody and we have so much fun as well as working really hard. We work really hard. But we have fun, you know, and that's almost like what I miss the most sometimes. I'm like, I miss having fun and just like working hard all together. Like we bust our butts all together and then we have
Yeah.
fun all together. So it's like, it's very much, I don't know, we're all very much on the same page when it comes to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We go way back.
Yeah.
What
10
song
years.
you want to share? 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're my teacher. Christina's my teacher at U Arts. We met my freshman year, and I remember you're always on me. You're like da, 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 da. and I loved how like you pushed me really hard always. You like always like expected a lot out of me, but you wouldn't tell me that. You just like you just expected a lot out of me, and I like that. And then I remember our junior year when I went to Venice, when I did that program abroad, when I came back, you looked at me differently. You were like, you look different. You're different. And I was like, yeah, I've been dancing like every day, 9 to 5. It was great because that program really prepared me to become a professional dancer. Because
Yeah.
we worked Monday to Saturday, 9 to 6.
Mm.
It was every day. It was like work, 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 work. Um, and we got to work with like a choreo. We learned like in the contemporary program, we learned a very traditional form of dance, and then we would have to form that into contemporary within 2 weeks. They gave us 2 weeks to try and like form that traditional form into
Mm-hmm.
contemporary. Um, and I think that actually kind of like helped me figure out that being like this is the amount of work you have to put in to be like a professional dancer. Um, and then when I came back home, I was like, I'm ready to dance nine to
Yeah.
six.
In your
Yeah,
year, right?
yeah, yeah.
When I offered you a job, and it was
You
really great because you had,
plucked me out.
I was teaching arts. And they, yeah,
Yeah, that was definitely a
it
gift.
started.
I knew you were auditioning people too. I was like, she's bringing people in to audition in my class. I was like, and I told myself, if I'm just as good as any of these people, I'm ready for a job. Like I'll be able to get a job. A
Yeah.
little did I know, you guys were kind of looking at me.
Yeah. So,
And
what advice would you give students who actually, are trying to become professional dancers? Do you have some advice that you would share with them? What,
I would
what, what?
say, keep all your connections alive and nurture them because you never know who's gonna be your friend in the future, who's gonna offer you a job or who you're gonna make an impact on. So sometimes you don't realize it, but maybe the most important connections are your friendships and just getting along with people and never tarnishing any kind of relationship because you never know what could come out of a friendship or out of a you know because I feel like a lot of times, yeah, our job is about talent, but you have to want to spend a whole day with someone and you have to be able to get along with them. And, so sometimes people want to, I think, hire their friends and work with people that they love and care for. So
That's
I
great
would say
advice.
just keeping all your connections, like,
Great advice.
yeah,
Yeah, because
really.
people can burn bridges. We get very
Yeah,
emotional. We get like angry. We react because it's really challenging being a dancer, right? There's a
yeah.
lot coming, like criticism. It feels like criticism, criticism, criticism.
You have
You're
to
just
be able to take it.
all this like, negativity. Oh,
Yeah,
you
for sure.
know, and it can turn into anger. I've had it happen to me as a dancer.
Yeah,
Wasn't until I stepped into the front of the room where I just had a different perspective. And certainly you want the people delivering your feedback to be positive as best they can.
Yeah.
sometimes it can be a string of what feels like really negative.
Yeah.
But yeah, you never know who you're going to walk into the room.
Yeah.
Suddenly they're at the front of the room choosing you. You want
Yeah.
a good,
I I think it's really important for people growing up who are trying to get a job, like just keep all your connections like rich and healthy and to make the best of them, because you never know what door can open to what path, you know. So,
true.
and maybe it's
Uh,
not even there. Maybe it's like there's something else, you know. So
yeah, it's so true. I mean, long ago when, I would be out social, I mean, I was a very social and am a social person. And like I made all these friends because I just had this urge to talk to people. Because when you're in a
yeah,
studio all day, you really shouldn't be talking. You should be dancing.
yeah,
And get out of the studio and just like go and try to meet people. And it was so interesting in retrospect. All those relationships I built, those friendships,
yeah.
really helped build BalletX and this company. Because but so as a dancer, like what do you do to motivate yourself extra? Like, yes, you dance all day long, but I know that you've really um, put a particular effort in strengthening and lengthening, your abilities. What do you do? Like, what's
um
your work?
I kind of like try and think short term, because
Mm-hmm.
if I think long term, then I feel like I don't work as efficiently. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like if I just think about that moment, or if I'm focusing on like, if I'm doing a developpe front, let's just say, like I'm like, okay, make that the best I can make it. I try to not think about anything but that moment. So I think short term thinking when it comes to dancing is good. Like finish your task, then I think it's could be a little bit more strenuous, at least on your mind. And it's crazy how powerful our mind is, but like if your mind is not prepared, your body's not gonna respond. So um when it comes to, I guess, in the term of like working throughout the whole day, I try and pace myself really well. Um but other things I do, I love to work out. I'm like so sad that we can't go to the gym right now. I'm like dying. Like I just like to work. I like to work out. So so that's been hard for me right now, but just I've been trying to do a lot of push-ups and keep my body toned and lengthened, and you know.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Um, what is the hardest part of dancing for you? Like,
Hmm. The hardest part for me is probably, it's probably just like the everyday like wear and tear on the body, because I
mm,
guess my body's just getting a little older, so I'm feeling a little bit of pain that I never felt before. So I think
sure.
right now that's the hardest part for me, just figuring out my body, my new body, and kind
Mhm.
of just seeing how I can still function and push myself the way that I used to, but
Mhm.
I need to find a different way of going about the same things, because my
Yeah,
body doesn't maybe do the same thing that it used to. Or
right.
I'm actually just now figuring out that like my body's actually not, I'm still capable and flexible like I used to be, but maybe I don't have the same strength that I had. So I need to figure out a different way of working so I can accomplish the same thing.
Mm.
So I'm currently
Yeah,
investigating.
yeah. And I'm driving to all this because, like, I think just highlighting that it's a very physical job, but it's a real mental job.
Yeah.
And
Hmm. Hmm.
successful in this career are figuring out how to navigate both mental and physical, right?
Yeah.
Like, how to get up each day and like find the rigor, particularly when
Yeah.
you think, oh, I've gotten a contract, I'm in the company I've dreamed of my whole life, and then you get there, and then a month later, that thing sets in
Hmm.
where it kind of oppress you, but you kind of
Hmm.
have to always push that.
Yeah, you have to
That
just like not think about it. Like,
it's like a voice that just wants to pick at you.
yeah, for sure.
Uh, so we've looked at the hard part. What's like the best part? Like, what's a great day for you in the studio or on stage? Like, share that with the audience. Like, what does it feel like?
A great day for me is like any time that I can truly connect to like what I'm doing and I have a moment of like bliss or a moment of like forgetting who I am or forgetting where I am or forgetting the moment that I'm in, that moment of like real connection and exchanging that with someone else. Chloe's a good example, but whenever I dance with her, sometimes we have some moments, even in the studio, where I'm like, what? Like, we're just in the studio, we're just dancing. We shouldn't be connecting. I mean, not that we shouldn't be connecting this much, but we both connect sometimes very much to what we're doing or how we're feeling. And
Yeah.
having those little moments sometimes in the studio and not really planning for it kind of makes those days really special.
Yeah.
And with everyone, not just Chloe.
Yeah.
But we all
It's
have those moments
like godlike. It's like,
where we surprise ourselves and we're just like, oh, we're just gonna do it, and we just put on the music, and then like boom, out of nowhere, some kind of performance just happened, and the whole room kind of sees it. Those moments and those little. Do you remember that day that Kate sang for us? We were in the studio and we kind of just marked it, and everybody was there, but everyone was like feeling the same kind of energy.
yeah, I feel it
That
right now. Getting
yeah,
goosebumps thinking
that
about
day was like really special. We were just marking it like in the studio with Damien and with everyone, but I thought everyone was just like, I don't know.
it. Yeah.
It's those little moments of like silence that you can hear a pin drop that
Yeah.
make a normal day much more special.
Yeah. And when people are performing, they're sharing their soul. They're sharing their truth,
Yeah.
their authenticity, their strive for, you know, living. It just like comes to the room. Even through this phone, I could just feel you going back into that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goosebump moments. Like,
For
yeah, that's
moments.
what I hear about. Like
Yeah.
you've been part of so many, so I'm gonna go on all these world premieres that you commission, you know, over like 75. Standout moment for you in one of those, probably you did,
Standout moment for
yeah.
me
Something that you like go back in your time, lay in bed, go, oh,
that
that
I
was,
really treasure.
yeah.
Um, when we did Nicolo's Beast,
Mm,
he gave me that solo, the tutu solo, and I had a really hard time with that because I didn't like wearing the tutu.
mm.
I liked it,
Like,
but
what you were wearing, you were to the
um,
audience, friends out there.
yeah, so I was kind of portraying, I guess, the image of a man wanting what a woman would have, or kind of being. It was a very hard piece because I had to connect to wanting, I guess, either what a woman wanted, or you can, I guess, interpret it either way, or maybe like the feminine side of a man and being comfortable with that and being able to let that out. Um, and yeah, that piece is, I found something really good in being uncomfortable like that. And I just remember once I fully accepted that and dissected that, I'll never forget it. It was a Thursday night. It was after opening. My brother had came to see the show, and I let go and lost myself in a way where like I didn't even know what was going on. It almost felt like that role took over me, and that's
Mm,
never happened to me before. Where like I really let go and I was just dancing from like my heart. I wasn't even like trying to do a step or trying to like think about my foot or anything. I was just purely dancing.
mm.
And I remember I cried on stage and I was like, wow. I was like, that was one of the most special moments I've ever had. So
Oh,
that was a really, really special moment for me.
that's incredible.
Yeah.
Were you able to bring some of that into future roles, or does it really require a specific role and choreography to allow you to get into that sort of real deep place?
I think as long as when you see someone who's when you have a choreographer and they have such a passion for a story, or they want to say something very much, the more I think they can they connect to a story, and the more they can get us to connect to a story, I think the more we can translate a message easily. Um, and we say so many stories at BalletX. That's what I love. We're constantly like doing something new or trying to like figure out a new story that make it relevant. But we get to really connect and be a lot of people and be a lot of things, and it keeps your imagination alive and vivid. So I think as long as someone comes with like a good idea and a good imagination, they can put you in that story or in that world. It makes you a little bit more like, okay, like this is what I have to be, this is what I have to do, or it helps you connect to what you're doing honestly, you know.
Mhm.
And that's hard to like truly connect sometimes, like honestly, for real.
Right, right. Oh man. Well, Richard, it's been like so great seeing you.
Yeah.
And we just are taking these lunch breaks as a chance for the audience to get to know everybody. Is there any special something you want to say out to everybody before we say our goodbye?
I want to say stay safe, stay happy, look at the bright, look at the good things, focus on the positive things. I feel like hopefully this will all be over soon. And I know on our side we're really looking forward to like dancing again for everyone, and I really hope that everyone can stay connected with us, and just I hope they can see how much we love and have so much love and care for Philly, and I hope that people just see that
Yeah, we
because
sure do.
yeah,
Really do.
we really do.
Out to everyone. And so
Yeah,
that's what we're trying to do in so many different ways. And I feel so blessed to work with you and all of the dancers at BalletX and the staff.
same.
And love everybody who's joining in. We love you so much. Thanks for all the
Thanks everyone
hearts.
for joining.
We see them. And Richard, I love you.
All
And
right,
I'll
love
see
you.
you soon.
I'll
Thanks
see you.
everyone for joining.
Bye, bye, guys.